Good morning, everyone. We've got a pre-market live session here on YouTube getting started up. We've got APLM on the chart right now. We'll go over this one. This is the key level spotter. And we will be going over my setups. We'll go over whatever hits the scanners. We're looking for something low float, preferably over $2 and under 25 million share float, but we'll trade outside of that realm, but we want to make sure that we are focused in on high quality setups. This is Friday. We are green on the week. Profit protection mode is on, so PPM is activated. APLM getting a small pop here. It is 7 a.m. Eastern time. ICU, a little pop on ICU as well. So we've got confirmation levels here on APLM. Needs to close over $1.06 is what we're looking for continuation. So if I want continuation on APLM, I'd like to see it close over $1.06, and that's because we've already gapped up to $1.17. This will not be A plus. This is a higher float, 63 million share float. This is a cheaper price, started under $1. So this will not be A plus. This is something that I'm watching for a possible trade. But the way I would treat something like this is get in, get green, get out, or get out of the way. And I can, of course, hold myself a lotto in case I feel there's continuation. No position for myself at the time, no trades yet this morning. This is not buy or sell alerts. This is day trading education. So let's get to it. APLM needs to close over $1.06 for continuation. Hold that level. Close back below is bearish. Looks extended on this pop. 7 a.m. volume coming into APLM, getting a pop here. We can see that it's gapping up to 97 cents, almost back up to that dollar mark. Hit a high of $1.17 this morning in the pre-market session. You can see that we have a very large gap above, and this is what I like, this gap. But I don't want this gap to overshadow the strategy. I will also weigh out the pros and cons here, and the cons that I'm seeing is that we have these major reds, these pink candles. We have inconsistent volume. We're getting a lot of volume now, which is nice. But we also have a higher float. So you'll see this one is from our larger float scan. APLM, larger float, 63 million share float, getting some volume here. So APLM getting a pop. There's $1. Watching APLM for a possible trade. No position for myself. No trades yet this morning. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I'll join the YouTube live chat. Last night I was late to do that and I missed out on the fact that I was not in the voice. Go figure. So let's go ahead and get into the voice and into that now. So no position for myself. If you guys are in YouTube live and you want to see more videos like this, thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your fellow traders. That way I know this is something of value. And if you guys value this, I can make more videos just like it. So I'm in the chats. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's feeling good. And happy Friday. Happy Spooky Friday. Last Friday before Halloween. Very cool. So I've got the YouTube live chat up. So if you guys are in there and you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to keep that up and keep an eye on it once in a while. We'll be focusing in on my trading. First thing I do is I let it hit our scanners, let us know where the value is in the market. And then from there, typically I will be looking for key levels. Close over key levels is what I'm looking for. Move a couple of these scans here. So watching APLM, we've got a major red following that spike in price action from 7 a.m. A lot of times you'll see that 7 a.m. window gives a small spike in the right direction. No position for myself. Here's APLM. Returning back to those resistance levels. Like to see it get over 106. Watching for a risk it for the biscuit. This would not be A plus. This would be very low quality, but if I take this trade, I will greatly reduce my size or just avoid the trade altogether. Watching APLM needs to close over $1.06. Hold that level. Target from there, I may take profit into $1.10, $1.15, $1.20, and then hold a lotto for continuation. Not looking for anything crazy. out of APLM, guys. This is a high float, 63 million share float. This is a cheap price, started under $1. So there's a lot of things working against this one right now. But watching APLM, I think what's most attractive about this setup is the gap. So if we measure this gap, we can see this is a pretty large gap from here to here. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to fill. It's an 85% gap. It doesn't mean it's going to fill, but the probability of getting a smaller move in this gap, I think, is a little bit higher than if we had a congested chart, right? So the fact that we don't have a congested chart, that's a plus. A couple negatives here, though. The float size, these pink candles are major reds, so it's telling us in its history it does have some mishaps, right? So that means I will not throw the kitchen sink at APLM. Watching here for a possible trade, but this would be a risk it for the biscuit on a Friday morning pre-market session. Now, I am green on the week, guys. So if I trade today, I'll be using profit that I've made this week. We were green on Monday, green on Tuesday, green on Wednesday, and sure enough, green on Thursday, sticking to the plan, sticking to the strategy, and finding some really nice opportunity. So we'll not be giving that back. If I trade today, we'll use that profit as my cushion for the day. So worst case scenario, I lose some of my profit, remain in the green, and go into the weekend feeling good and coming into Monday next week with a clear mind. No position for myself. I sold my AMD swing. I am looking to possibly add swing trade ideas. We've got Tesla, Amazon, and Apple, although Amazon gapped up last night, and if it holds up, it looks like I'll be missing out on that one. So I had a lot of oversold alerts on it. It is gapping up. We've got a few different charts here. This is the news from last night. Amazon is all the way back up to where it was the start of yesterday. So that's nice to see. I know it sounds crazy, but these are my support levels down here. So I'd like to see it dip down to support. If it does, I may be adding a position for a swing trade, but that is besides the point of today's session. Today's session is looking for low float stocks with high volume, and we're looking for confirmation. So no position for myself, no trades yet this morning. Friendly reminder to drink those coffees and teas before they get cold. Man, I'm telling you guys, that first sip of coffee, it is the best. You kind of feel like, man, dragging your feet, not feeling it right now. Then all of a sudden you have a sip of coffee and you're like just wired up. You're like, oh man, let's go. But I'm sitting on my hands for now. As anxious as I am, I will sit on my hands, stick to the strategy, be disciplined, and not veer off that path. Because if I veer off that path, bad things can happen. So focused, laser focused this morning. What's everybody watching? What are we watching, guys? We're watching the scanners. So yesterday was same type of setup, right? We were sitting on our hands, came into the chat, mentioned that I was looking for high quality trades. If it wasn't a high quality trade, I may take it, but it would be with reduced size. Well, we got our trade in, ABVC. It wasn't a high quality setup, but it gave a high quality result. And I want to make that clear too. Low quality setups can still give those high quality results. So that is very, very much possible. That was the point of last night's post-market session, but unfortunately, I couldn't get that across. So no position for myself, no trades yet this morning. Watching for some volume here and a clear indication that something is bullish. And that clear indication would be a close over my key levels. So we've got key levels here all the way up to 106. Close over 106 is worth watching. Closed over 106 with a topping tail. Had a bullish vertical trend. This is a false breakout. This is something that a lot of traders can get caught in. And as long as you're trading with a plan both on the way in and out, and for in case the stock or the setup goes against you, then that's okay. But if you're a beginner trader and you're not sure about how to trade these, I would first establish consistency before you really get too crazy with size and things like that. So establish consistency with smaller size, worry about size and things like that after you really establish that consistency and a good setup here in the market. So I've got a few setups that I look for. I either see them or I don't. If I see them, I take advantage, and if I don't, I sit on my hands. And there's some days, guys, where I don't trade. There's some days where I don't trade for multiple days in a row. It's not often, but sometimes the market is just like that. So we'll stick to what works, and again, we'll not veer off that path. So I'm watching APLM. You guys have this up on the screen. Watching APLM today. This is not giving us anything right now, but we can set our alerts up here, right? We can just come in here, add alert, and we're done. So now we don't have to be glued to the screen at all times. ICU is getting a pop. ICU, this one, you know, this is tough, guys. This one last night was really struggling to hold over the 103. Now it's getting a pop here in the right direction, which is nice to see. But ICU is just not, I'm not in love with this one either, but I would say over 130 is what I'm watching for. So let me put that into the chat if I haven't already. So ICU, worth watching, close over. This is for our Discord here. 130, and this is not a plus. So 130, and this is a cheapo with a cluster of resistance. And so far it has pretty low volume, but it's picking up a little bit here. Do we have any major reds this morning? Yes, we do. So I'll add that to this key level. So if you guys are in our Discord, you'll see that each day I post these key levels. So here we have ICU worth watching over $1.30, APLM worth watching over $1.06. So we are watching these this morning. That's the key level channel. Very important. Trying to save traders time. What we're doing is just marking the chart, assessing the gaps, and giving our traders an idea of where I'll possibly be trading confirmation. So watching ICU here, watching APLM, neither one of these are going to be high quality. So let's just get that out of the way now. Let's face the facts and be real with it. That being said, again, a low quality trade or low quality setup can still give a high quality trade. So I will not treat it the same, but I may still take a trade here. I will greatly reduce my size and tighten up my stop loss. So watching ICU for a close over $1.30. Have not traded this one yet. Went over it in the post market, but was not in love with the setup. Things I don't like about ICU. It started under $1. It has major reds and a cluster of resistance. Things I do like about ICU is it has volume right now. It's got that volume and liquidity that I look for when trading. So watching ICU for a possible trade, pulling it up on my broker. And watching ICU, we can see that it's extended these overbought alerts. So if I flip over to the key level spotter, you can see APLM is just falling back down, which makes sense. So ICU, key level spotter. Let's see what it looks like on this key level spotter. This is a new indicator that I've built. All right, we've got a level to watch if it starts to drop around 90 cents. If we start to gap up here, which it looks like we are, 120, anywhere from 118 to 125 looks like it's an area of resistance until we get a little bit more volume and blow through that resistance. Until then, it's entering an overbought level here. We've got the 9 EMA at 112, the 20 EMA at 109, the VWAP at 107, the 1 minute 200 EMA at 103. So it's giving us some bullish indication here, right? So it's giving us something. And let me get this this in chat too, guys. I haven't done that yet. Let me get the link for our YouTube session in chat. So if you guys are on Discord, you have access to this real time. And if you're on YouTube, it should be delayed, I think, just by a few seconds. I don't think it's too crazy. So getting this in the chat. Good morning, Jan. And we'll put this into our free chat as well. We are watching ICU here, getting a pop. Those links are out. Share those with your fellow traders, guys. Get this out. This is free day trading education. All right, flipping over to our confirmation levels. So target here would be 122 for anyone who's in. 122 would be a target. There's 121. We're looking for 122 if you're in the position. No position for myself. That is a penny shy of that target, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to lock in profit. Now for me, looking for an entry here, I'm looking for a close over this resistance above at 130. So if we can get over this cluster of resistance here, I'll map this out on the chart. If we can get over this, that's what I want to see. So this is a cluster of resistance here. So there we go. So if we can get over a cluster of resistance, I may take a trade here, but I will greatly reduce my size as ICU is not A+. This is not a high quality setup. Still may give high quality results, but this is not a high quality setup. There's your 122 for anyone who's in. Target hit. Next is 124, 127, 130. And we do have volume here. We are getting extended. If we pull up the key level spotter, you'll see that these levels will adjust with that price. This is our cluster. This is our profit target, 125, 131. This is an area that it may see some resistance because what it's telling us is it's getting very extended up in this area. And this is our zone that we want to be careful in, right? And look how it's now retracing back down. So it's going to be a little choppy once we enter a zone like that, but that's okay. Key level spotters letting us know where that zone is. We're looking for it to close over 130, confirm that level, and continue. My target would be 142 and 147. But of course, this is a cheapo, so get in, get green, and get out, or get out of the way. This would be a risk it for the biscuit. And if I take this trade, I will greatly reduce my size, tighten up that mental stop loss here in the pre-market session because we can't have those hard stops and trailing stops in the pre-market session. And that's what I'll be focused in on, high quality setups or adjusting my approach. So this would be a low quality setup and I will adjust my approach. It is Friday. We've had a really good week, guys. Profit protection mode is on. We did well on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Friday and going into the weekend with a really nice week, despite the whole week being pretty slow overall for the whole market. Low float land has been hot, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But no position for myself at this time. No trades yet this morning. So sitting on my hands. 7:16 a.m. Eastern time, watching this ICU. We know that it's extended because the key level spotter was telling us that. It was letting us know that, hey, it's starting to get extended here. But we can also see on this indicator that it adjusts with the real price. So what you'll notice is we are actually adjusting. These levels will adjust. So a lot of these are going to adjust with the price and volume. So this is going to plot that basically support and resistance on the fly. So we're going to know of certain conditions immediately and understand that some trades are going to be higher risk than others. So if we start to enter in this level and we cross this overbought level, you'll see these alerts, overbought, overbought. So it's letting us know that, hey, it's crossing that level and getting into that zone of where you may look at this as a higher risk type of setup. So if I'm not in the position yet, and I see these conditions above, then I may want to take profit once we enter into that zone. If I'm looking to enter my position, I see we're getting into that zone. Maybe I want to wait for a cool off like we're seeing here, a breather. I call that a breather. So that way we can reset ourselves and get back to it, right? So check yourself before you wreck yourself, ICU, because we want you over your key levels of 130. Now, we have these levels. These are the key levels on the key level spotter, 120, 121, 122. We've got a level to watch for a bounce around 108. And again, this will adjust. So as the price comes down, this may come down a little bit as well. So 108, I would say between 1 to 110 is going to be an area of interest possibly for a bounce. But this is a cheapo, and these things can just die, and just continue to die. So we'll see what happens. You can see we're getting a bounce off of this one level, and any level that's below the current price will be in green. So you see these are green levels, which means that's acting as some form of support. Anything above in red is resistance. So 122, 123, 125 is resistance. We've got the 1 minute 9 EMA getting a small bounce off of that level. Not the play that I typically take, but you can see it's giving traders a small scalp for anyone who's willing to risk it for the biscuit there. No position for myself. I'm waiting for confirmation. Really want to see either APLM get up over the 106, and you can see it's fizzling back out at its resistance, so it did not give us what we're looking for. And good old ICU is really stagnant here. It's taking its sweet time to get up over that hill. And the hill is right up here at the 130. So anywhere from 122 to 130, that's where I'm looking to possibly get into this position, but will not overstay my welcome. This will be a get in, get green, get out, and get the heck out of the way and hold myself a lotto for that continuation. Because if we get cooking, guys, I've got levels above 204 up here. That's 74% from the current price. So I'd love me to get a risk it for the biscuit lotto for 50% or greater. But we'll see if we can get that. I do not want to bank on something like that because that is not high probability. So that's what we're doing here. We're assessing our risk. We're trying to increase the probability by trading the strategy that keeps us consistently profitable. For me, that is confirmation. We've got ABVC on the scanners here. Let's see what that one's looking like. So ABVC is getting a pop. This one just died out, guys. So in order for this one to be confirmation, it would have to get all the way up here above the 358 and $4. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. So will I be trading ABVC? Most likely not. If I were to trade this, I would, again, have to greatly reduce my size. I sound like a broken record, don't I? There's just a whole bunch of crappy setups. Let's just be real about what we see here in this Friday pre-market session. I'm not trying to give back my profit on the week to low-quality setups. And if I do trade these, I have to reduce. I have to adjust. And that is the point of this video. All of my videos, as this is for educational video or purposes only. So we are looking for day trading education here. And my approach here is telling me that, again, red flag after red flag after red flag. If I take these trades, I have to adjust my approach. It's that simple. So no position for myself at this time. Getting a small pop here. Let me get a couple of these things moved out of the way. I've got a few screens here, guys, that I'm tinkering with. No position for myself. No trades yet this morning. What else do we have? SMFL. Get this in chat for our team. SMFL has a lot of levels. A lot of levels on this chart. Resistance galore. So getting us out to our team in just a minute. Will this be a plus? I think we can tell that it will not be a plus. I'll be sitting out of this one, most likely. And don't let those shiny objects reel you in, guys. Don't let the shiny objects reel you in. Stick to what works. Stick to the strategy. Stick to what makes you money. Again, for me, that is confirmation. That is not trading all willy-nilly out here, right, guys? So ICU, well, we hit that cluster of resistance right there. 122 target hit for anyone who's in. Good idea to lock in some of that profit breather here following that overbought test. We knew that it was extended thanks to the key level spotter over here, ICU, letting us know, hey, it's overbought. You know, it's extended. We're hitting these levels, and now we're dropping. So now we're testing the 20 EMA on the 1 minute chart. So let's see what happens here. Now, a bounce watch may come in around this 109 area, 108. So anywhere from $1 to $1.10, this is the area of value. So if we're looking for a drop and pop, then I think this would be the area of value, as this is the key level spotter spotting this. So let's watch ICU here on the key level spotter for just a minute. Let's see what it decides to do. So it's continuing down. So we're avoiding this major loss by trading our strategy, right? Our strategy was looking for a clean close over 130, and we did not get that. And so because we did not get that, I could not enter my position, sitting on my hands and protecting capital. So we're looking at ICU dropping here, and it's testing that VWAP area right around that $1 to $1.10. That's their zone of possible interest, right? So we may see a little bounce from here. And if we do, I think a lot of traders are seeing what I'm seeing as well. So we got the VWAP, we've got an oversold level, a buy zone, bounce watch, 1 minute 200 EMA. We've got all kinds of green support levels below the current price right now. So would I anticipate that we're going to immediately bounce from there and just put my order there and get in and try to get this move? No. I trade confirmation. So I would much rather look for it to oversell, get a bounce, and then possibly trade a bounce watch for a quick scalp. But I much prefer confirmation and momentum. So I'd like to see that momentum first, and then we play or trade the dip off of the momentum. So it's always nice to see the momentum first. It's still early, guys. 7:25 a.m. Eastern time, or 7:23, 7:24 here. ICU is coming down. Look at this. There's the VWAP test. So there'd be a lot of traders that would be saying, hey, ICU is testing VWAP. Maybe you like that setup. I don't care for it myself, but I know a lot of traders use it. We've got it on our key level spotter. This is commonly used levels mixed with some predictions. So we've got some levels that are predicted to give us some type of price action. So right now we have an oversold level at 108. We're at 109, guys. We're right there. So between $1 and $1.10 is that area of interest. So if this thing is going to get any form of a pop, it should be here shortly, right? And that's what this indicator is telling us. That's what it's going over. It's letting us know, and you can see right there, hit 109 and is now at 113. The high of this candle is 113. So just like that, guys, you can see we went into that zone, that 1 to 110. 109 was the low of that move. Bounced up to 113 immediately. And what this is other traders seeing the same exact thing that I'm seeing, or algorithms and market makers seeing the same type of setup. So you can see that we're getting a small pop on ICU, and you can also see that these levels will adjust with the price and volume. So as that price and volume adjust, so will these levels. So now we have these red lines. The 1 minute 9 EMA and 1 minute 20 EMA are now red. And what that means is that they are acting as resistance. Until we close back above these levels, that is going to be some form of resistance. And that is the point of this key level spotter. It is spotting these key levels, letting us know where the resistance is, where the support is, very clear indication, and letting us know where the possible bounce may come in and where the possible short may come in. So in this example on ICU alone, we've already seen it entered into the short watch and overbought area, and it tapered down from there. Now it entered the bounce watch area, right? The oversold area, and is now getting a bounce from there. So that's the whole meat and potatoes of this indicator. It's going to predict that for us. So you can see that these are predictions, and so far they can help aid in entry and exit if you're trying to outsmart the algos, right? So these are, what we're doing is basically depicting where will the algos show up? Where are they going to show their face, right? So we're not trying to trade against them. We're trying to trade with them, right? So we are retail traders trying to trade with the algos. We're not trying to fight that, guys. We're not trying to fight the system. We're just riding that wave. That's all it is. And so we have a strict strategy, of course, that we'll stick to, and we have rules. And my rule would be no volume, no trade. And if this is not confirmation, this is a risk it for the biscuit. So take a smaller size, get in, get green, get out, and lock in that profit on the day. So now we can see ICU is testing these key levels. And if anyone was buying into that 109 dip, this is not a bad idea to lock in some of your profit, as these will act as resistance until we close above these key levels. So you can see they're red now again. So every time we get above them, they'll be green, but it has to close above those levels. So if we're just under the level, it's not going to change to a green support level. Can see there's no volume here. It's kind of dying out. We're getting some specs for volume. So no position for myself at this time. Profit protection mode is on for the week. We'll be looking to protect that profit and look for high quality setups throughout the day. We've got ICU watching on the key level spotter here. We've got a couple of resistance levels. It's getting caught up on at 113. Not a bad idea to lock in profit if you took that 109 or 110 dip. These are pennies, guys. We're talking pennies, but pennies can go a long way depending on the size that you take. But again, would not be trading too aggressive on these cheaper stocks. And for me, I really prefer to trade stocks over 2, but the market doesn't care what I prefer. So there's 114. This is our Friday morning pre-market session live on YouTube. If you guys find any value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow traders. Subscribe to the channel too, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing more videos like this. If I see that there's interest here, if you guys like these videos, put it in the comments, put a thumbs up, let me know. That way I can add more value just like this. So if you find this valuable, let me know, and I will continue to add more value. This is free, guys, free educational content. That is the point of this, right? Free educational content so that everyone can see my approach. I am a full-time day trader, absolutely love what I do, and I'm very lucky, very fortunate to be in the position that I am in. Hearing APLM on the scanner. Let's take a look at APLM. APLM has to get over 106. Come on, APLM. As I mentioned before, this will not be A+. So if I trade APLM, this will not be A+. The reason for it, we have a higher float, 63 million share float. We've got these major reds that are telling us a story and basically telling us that it's common. We can see those. Watching APLM for a possible risk it for the biscuit. It's got to close over at 102 and 106 for me to confirm and get into this. If we start to come back under, that's it. That's all she wrote. I'm out. I'll take my small loss and move on. But no position for myself at this time. No trades yet this morning. We're watching both ICU and APLM. ICU is getting a small pop back up, and that's pretty cool, guys, because again, this entered that zone. So it went under $1.10. Now it's at $1.16. You know, for anyone who caught that, you know, you're looking at right here, that's 6% in less than 6 minutes. So you're getting 1% per minute. There's nothing wrong with that at all, right? That's what I love. That's why I love what we do. You're not going to find the opportunity like this elsewhere. So we've got, let's see, APLM needs to get over 106. So we've got our alert set right here. APLM crossed that level and we'll get the alert. So watching APLM for a possible trade will be a risk it for the biscuit. Watching ICU for a possible trade will also be a risk it for the biscuit. So let's see which one gives us a little something first. No position for myself at this time. No trades yet today on this Friday pre-market session. I am green on the week. Profit protection mode is on, and I will be using that profit to take trades, especially if I'm taking lower quality setups. Guys, look at this on ICU. Gave a nice bounce. 117 now. So as I mentioned in this video, so if you guys didn't see that, make sure to rewatch. But ICU mentioned it was entering a key level spotter area of interest. And that's the point of this one here. And look at this, now 118. So it bounced from these levels, bounced off that VWAP level, which I believe was a little bit higher. So is bouncing off of this. And this is nice to see. This is what we want to see. Now it's back up to its testing of highs. So let's flip over to the confirmation levels. Let's know that we have a cluster of resistance here at 122 to 130. Target for anyone who is in would be 122, but we've already filled this gap. We've already hit that and given those traders that target. So hopefully you locked in that profit. And at this point, you're either holding a lotto or you're looking for a possible entry. Watching ICU, I've got it up on my broker. I'm watching ICU for a close over 122, 124, 127, and 130. And this is a cluster of resistance. So if I take this trade, I will greatly reduce my size because this is not going to be high quality. This will be a low quality setup that may provide high quality results, but I do not want to bank on that, guys. We are trying to increase our probability. And this here is obviously a cluster of cluster of resistance. That's what it is. So this is a cluster of resistance, not just a cluster of. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. bullishboblive@gmail.com. We have a private Discord. We have a free Discord as well, where I post my watch list every night. We've got a number of names on that watch list between 52-week low floaters. We've got stocks that are just high short interest on names on that list as well. So we've got a whole bunch of different names on that list. Let's see what we had last night. So if I go to the watch list here, you can see that we have ICU right there. ICU on the early bird watch. So we knew about this one, guys. We were well aware. We've got ICU for continuation. Only way it's going to give us continuation is if it closes over its key level first. And so we're watching APLM here and ICU. So ICU needs to get over 122, 124, 130. Cluster of resistance. That's what we're watching for. Let's see what we get. No position for myself. No trades yet this morning. Hey, Azerty, good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, Azerty. Hope you're feeling well, you and the family. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, it is Friday. Last Friday before Halloween, guys. Tuesday is Halloween. Yes, Zelda, good question. I just saw your message in Discord. I use two different charts. The reason for it is I like to keep one of them clean. Now, if you notice, Zelda, you'll see that I have the short watch and bounce watch added to this this chart as well. So my confirmation chart has both of those levels added to it as well, and it has some of these alerts. So I have it on here, but I have it adjusted. So if you go to the key level spotter, you can actually double click on this, and you can go through these different settings. So if you want to turn some of these off, you can. If you want to turn something on, you can. If you want to just have, you know, certain information shown here, you can do that. So we've got a whole bunch of user inputs on this indicator, and that's why it took a long time to build. There's a lot of code to this. It's very extensive. But what it's doing is this is a separate chart. So I keep this one up separately. So this one, if you see my window here on YouTube, this box is my key level spotter. The rest of these are all going to be confirmation. So I prefer to trade momentum first, which is going to be confirmation, and then I trade after momentum. I look at this key level spotter for possible bounce plays or just other type of setups. But if I'm looking to trade confirmation, my number one strategy here, that would be looking for a clean close over our key levels. So every chart that I add in chat, if you guys notice, you'll see that in chat, I add the chart. I don't add two charts. I always add one, and that chart that I'm adding that you guys see will be confirmation. So we have ICU. This was added yesterday at 4:24 p.m. So yesterday in the aftermarket. We've got ICU. We've got the levels here, 108, 130, 142, 147, 165. So this is the confirmation chart, and that is what I'm focused in on in the pre-market session. And I like to keep this other one, the key level spotter, up as a reference if I'm looking for something outside of confirmation. So if I'm not trading confirmation and I'm looking for some other opportunity, this indicator will give me that. So this is basically what it's doing. So I like this one, but what I love in the pre-market session first and foremost will be that bullish momentum. But if I'm not trading, if it in other words, Zelda, it needs to close over this 122, 130 for me to trade confirmation. That's a higher quality setup. But I can still find opportunity in the pre-market session with lower quality setups, as you can see on the key level spotter. So as we're spotting this one, let us know that it was overbought, short here. Of course, this is cheap. I don't think there's too many traders shorting, but a good idea to lock in profit. Now over here, we entered that buy zone or that oversold area, right? Bounce back up. So that's what it's doing. It's basically just depicting where to watch for a possible bounce and where to watch for a possible resistance. So the reason I have this on my other chart as well, if you see the confirmation chart, you'll see we have the bounce watch level on here and the short watch. I can come in here and I can adjust this. So I can double click on this and I can say, okay, I also want to see the 1 minute 9 EMA and the 1 minute 20 EMA. And I think that's all we'll add on for now. Hit okay. Well, let me increase the size because they're a little smaller. Large on those, hit okay, and we're done. Now we have those on the chart as well. So if you prefer to have those on your confirmation chart, you can do that. So it's very user-friendly. You can come in here, turn off lines, turn on lines, turn off the description or the percentage from the line, whatever you prefer, you can do that now. So if you just want the 1 minute 20 EMA, you can have that just like that. You can see a 920 fail here. So it's giving us all types of alerts, and that's what the point of this is, a very extensive indicator that has a lot of information on it. As you can see, you can even type in. So say Zelda, you're looking to get in at 122, right? So we can come in here. You can say, okay, I'm going to get in at 122. This is a manual ATR stop loss. Click these on, hit large for the size, and we should see it pop up. There it is. Hit OK. So now this is our trailing stop loss, 118. So if we get in at 122, it's basically saying, okay, 118 is going to be the stop level. So if you're looking to trail up your trade here in the pre-market session, you can do that. You can do that in regular market session as well. You can also come in here and you can set a stop loss that's always adjusting. So you can set this one on here instead of the manual. Instead of putting in that price like that, you can just set this this one here, and you can do a multiplier of whatever you prefer. It's at 2 now. Hit OK, and you'll see it's tiny, so let me make it a little bit bigger. I like to have it smaller when I'm trading for myself, but if I'm doing a demonstration, I like to make it a little bit larger. So come here, hit large, hit OK, and this will blow up a little bit. And there you go. So what this is doing here, Zelda, is it's actually telling us where the current price is, 112. And so if I just smash that buy button, I got filled at 112, it's telling me that 109 is my area of concern. So if we start to drop below 109, I may want to get out of my position, as that is a trailing stop loss based on that ATR value. Again, you can also come in here and set a manual value. So if you prefer, you can come down and you can say, okay, I want to get in at 122. I know that's the level I'm getting in for. I want to hit this on, hit OK. And of course, we're going to see this as a trailing stop loss. And the reason it's in red right now is because we are below that that price. So 118, we're below it. So it's acting as resistance. This one is green. Trailing stop loss is 108 is green because it is below our current price. And this will always be below because this is adjusting with the current price. So if you want to know what that price is, where the possible stop loss would be, then you can just put on the trailing stop loss that will trail with the price itself. Although this will be always adjusting. So you have to keep that in mind. But if you want the manual, if you have areas of interest where you know where you'll be getting in, you can do that as well. So I'm going to turn these off for now just to keep it clean on my chart, but I do have other charts as well. So you can see I have multiple tabs up here. Let's see, I'll go down to the bottom and I'm going to turn off the ATR for now. And we'll hit OK. So you can see these will be removed from the chart and just keeps it clean. That's the only reason, is the confirmation chart has a lot of key levels that I do not want to misplace. So key level spotter, if I'm just trading this, so right now, because it's not confirmation, I would only be looking at this. So if it's not confirmation, right, if it's not these confirmation levels over here, I wouldn't look at this 95 cents as, oh, I'm going to buy down here as a dip. That's not how I look at this. It's already filled a gap. I need confirmation over 130. So this is no longer confirmation until we get up there. So I can just right click, add alert, create, and I'm all set. That'll be confirmation. Now I can flip over to the key level spotter and I can say, okay, where is the areas of interest? If I'm looking for a little quick scalps, get in, get green, get out, hold lotto type of thing, then the key level spotter can do that. So oversold level, again, would be between $1 and $1.10. So we start to drop between $1 and $1.10. That's our area of interest on the low side. And if we start to pop with volume, we want to be careful and may want to lock in profit closer to the 121, 123 area. So no position for myself at this time, no trades yet today. Sitting on my hands. We had this one bounce and drop a couple times. We've got a couple text-based alerts on here as well, and that's whenever these conditions have been crossed or met, they will also give us some indication on the chart. And the reason for that is because these levels are always adjusting, so I don't want to miss out on when these crosses and things occurred. So if I want to back test at the end of the day, I just come to the bottom. And you can see these are all of our text signals. So you can come in, you can put them all on if you want. You can put specific ones. So maybe you want to see how many times did it cross the 1 hour 200 EMA? Or how many times did it cross the 30-minute 200 EMA? You can do that. So how many times did it cross the high side to the low side? And these are in green and red, letting us know that they're bullish and bearish alerts. So you can do that. So I like to add those on at the end of the day to back test and see how often these setups worked. Hey, good morning, Paris. And guys, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me here in the pre-market live session. No trades yet for me today. Still sitting on my hands and they're warm. Looking for a setup for myself. Looking for confirmation, guys. Really want to trade confirmation here. It is Friday. It is our pre-market session. I am green on the week. We've had a really good week. Took a 50% trade on INM on Tuesday. And yesterday our traders really hit it big on ABVC. I took small scalps on ABVC. Got in, get green, get out. Did not hold a lotto. I did for one of my trades, but I got stopped out. But sitting on my hands for now, no position at this time. Not seeing anything hit the scanners that's worth watching. So we're waiting for volume. My number one personal rule is no volume, no trade. Yeah, Zelda, I answered that question in here in voice. I didn't even ask if you were in voice yet or not. So my apology. Just want to make sure that you heard that the explanation there. And if not, I can type it out as well. Hey, Karma, good morning. Good morning. Karen, good morning. Yeah, that's right. Give us weekend bagel money. That's right. Karen, you sound like you're from the north, Karen, with the bagels. No, I love bagels, love biscuits, I love them all. Give us bagels, give us biscuits. Give us something. Put gravy, cream cheese, peanut butter, you name it. Nice, Karen. Hearing APLM on the scanners here, guys. APLM watching this cheapo. Risk it for the biscuit. Come on, get over that 106. Get your butt over the 106 so we can trade you with a smaller size. We'll not be trading aggressive here. Okay, awesome, Zelda. Yeah, that's why I have them both. You don't have to have them both. I just prefer to have it that way. You can see on my chart, I've got all kinds of charts, and I've got more on top of that. I've got tabs up here. I've got all kinds of stuff going on. But yeah, you guys feel free to ask any questions. If you guys see anything that's a little wonky, let me know. Karen, am I still watching Amazon for swing trade? I am. You know, I am. I know it sounds crazy, but I want it to drop more. I know it sounds crazy. I don't know if it'll happen this week. I don't know if I missed out. Maybe I missed out on it. We'll see. I was really, I guess, I was waiting for that test of the 114, 110 level. So I'm waiting for it to come down, but it's going to have to come down a ways. So I'm not sure we'll see that today. It had good news last night. You can see here on the screen. So no, I have not gotten into that position yet. No position yet for myself. I'm watching Tesla, Apple, and Amazon. So AMZN, TSLA, and AAPL. Those are the three that I'm watching for swing trades. I've been watching them all week, but have not started my position yet. So those, if you're watching to follow along, those are the three that are really attractive to me. And they're hitting a swing trade scanner. So if you guys, you'll see here, I have a scanner that is designed for this. So let me see let's see what results we have on the scanner. So today we have this is a trading view scanner that I have going on. We've got Apple, SoFi, SOFI, IONQ, Amazon, Riot, Uber, DraftKings, CLSK, CleanSpark, and Coin. So this is the list right now of what I'm scanning for and looking for, but I usually scan at the end of the market. So we'll see what happens at the end of today. But I'm watching of this list, I'm watching Apple and Amazon. So I like those two a lot, but all of these are popping on the scanner, letting us know that there may be some reversal here or some kind of a bounce. So that's what I'm watching for. But Amazon, Apple, those are my two favorites on that list. And that's because after assessing the charts, I think they're the most risk to reward type of setups. I think I like the setups on those. So no position yet for myself, Karen. Yeah, it did. It did. Exactly, Doc. Yeah, I had some good news last night. You guys can see that on the chart if you're in YouTube. So we did have some good news on Amazon last night. Had its earnings come out, but still waiting for that downtrend. I know it sounds crazy. We'll see if Amazon can pull the whole market out of its rut, but I'm looking for a little bit more retrace. So if we drop today, I wouldn't be mad at it. If it goes without me, well, I'll look for another opportunity elsewhere. Usually it's only a few times a year that you'll get opportunities on Tesla, Amazon, Apple. So hopefully I didn't miss my window there, but was watching it closely. Was not comfortable getting in before those earnings, although it was really, really tempting. If it would have been closer to our 114, I think I would have. It was at 117, which it's pretty close. I mean, $3, $4 off. It's not crazy, but I'll be watching that. APLM is Chop City, guys. This is Chop City. And why is it Chop City? Does everyone know why it's Chop City? It is Chop City because it's on our large float scanner with a 63 million share float and started below $1. So go figure. A couple red flags here on APLM. So watching for a possible risk it for the biscuit trade. This will not be a plus. I will be a little apprehensive here taking this trade. And if I trade, I will be trading with my cushion on the week because I'm in profit protection mode. Will not be giving that back no matter what. So if I do trade APLM, I know it's a lower quality setup, may give a high quality result, but don't want to overstay my welcome. Key level spotter on ICU. We can see that it's still dying out. We've got these red candles. So if you see red and green candles, that just basically means that we have very low volume. So in the pre-market session, we need to see these yellow and white candles, yellow at least, for me to take the trade. No position for myself at this time. Is that on, Mackenzie, is that on Webull? Or what is that? The key statistics there. That's on APLM? Oh, it's on Webull. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, let's see what it says on TradingView as well. So I haven't checked TradingView yet. TradingView's got 4.5 million share float. So it's got, you're exactly right. It's got a 4.5 million. Let's see what it says on Float Checker. Yeah, that's the problem, is that sometimes we're not getting the same float size from each one of these sources. And the reason for it is because they have to pay for that data. So if you go to Float Checker, I'm seeing 267 million share float on Yahoo, 266 million share float on FinViz. Morningstar has 268 million share float and 266 million share float on Wall Street Journal. You know, I feel like this is a higher float. But that being said, you know, that's the point of this is not just that. It's also we want it to hit multiple scanners. So we want it to hit multiple scanners. If we don't hit multiple scanners, that's an issue. So a lot of traders will have their scanners set to that float size. But if you guys see on Trade Ideas right now is showing a 65 million share float. You guys can see that on Trade Ideas. So not sure that I'm in love with that. Regardless, guys, this is going to be somewhat low float. As long as it's under 150 million share float, it's still low float. This is going to be lower quality because of the price anyways. So regardless of how I look at that and what the actual float is, we know it's low float. We know it's not high quality. We know it's not perfect. We know that we have some discrepancy here with the value. But we have some traders that are seeing different size float on this one. So let me see what we have. So APLM watching here for possible trade. APLM testing highs and resistance. Want to see a close over 102 and 106. This is a risk it for the biscuit. Seeing a bullish vertical trend here on APLM. Watching for a possible trade. This will not be a plus. This would be a risk it for the biscuit. So watching here on APLM. No position yet for myself. 30 seconds left on this candle. Getting some volume here near its highs. APLM. Yeah, good question, Mac. Yeah, if it starts, guys, if it starts to close or start to come under $1.02, that's my cutoff. So if I get in here, 102, that's my cutoff. Start to come under, that's it. This would be a risk it for the biscuit. I will not trade aggressively here. Watching APLM. Okay, I'm in APLM, small size. This is risky. Needs to stay over 102. In APLM here. This is a risk it for the biscuit. On APLM. If we get to about 120, I'll take profit. I think I'll start taking profit around 120. Up on this trade right now. If you guys are green, taking 25% there. 25% scalp on APLM. Small pop. We can see that we're extended, guys. Look at this. Profit target, short watch level. So the key level spotter is letting me know, hey, you might want to lock in some of that profit. So I'll lock in 50%, out 50% here on APLM. New highs being tested. 117 is the high. It's got to stay over 102. If we come under 102, that's it. You're dead to me. I'll cut it. So out half of my position. Quick scalp on APLM. I'm up over, was up over 4%. Now I'm back down to 1%. So nothing crazy. Still holding. Small size on APLM. We can see it's extended. A little breather here would make sense. Want to see that it holds up over 102. Close below 102 or start to come under 102. There's room for concern. That is my cutoff. 102 is my cutoff. So we start to come under that level. That's it. So let me put this down here so everyone is well aware of what's going on here. So this is a mental stop loss. This is my stop loss area down here. Right there. We start to come under 102. I will not overstay my welcome. So green on this trade, pulling back some, needs to hold above 102. This is a risk it for the biscuit lotto for me, guys. Small green so far on APLM, locked in 50% of this trade. Quick scalp on this penny. We're looking at pennies, guys. So I'm in this position. And like I said, guys, the float size, although it does matter, it really does. This, of course, is still low float. So you guys can see that we're grinding here. Nothing crazy. Got my average price around 109. There's a 7% trade. Going to lock in a little bit more profit. So you guys can see that right on the screen. Out 25%. There's 120, guys. I'm going to take out 75% of my position. So I'm out 75%. So if you guys agree with me, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. Nice move here. So I'm out 75%. Just holding a small size at this point, guys. 8% trade. Who's with me? Who's taking some profit with me? Not bad, right? Only trade of the day so far today, guys. You'll see 109 is my entry price. 7% trade. I'm out 75%. Nice risk it for the biscuit, right? Out 75% here, guys, to protect profit. Profit target up here being hit. Short watch level being hit. So 120 level is where I was looking to get out of my profit. I did. And guess what? We're in the green. Just like that. Seeing traders in chat. Profit protection mode. Awesome. Love it. Love it, guys. Who made some money with me here on APLM? I've locked in profit. I'm out 75% green. Looking for a lotto continuation. At this point, you could move that stop even tighter to that 102. But regardless, I want to keep it tight as this is a risk it for the biscuit. And we're getting some biscuits here on our Friday pre-market session. There's new highs, 120 being tested. There we go. Nothing like a 10% trade, 11% trade to get you going in the pre-market session, right, guys? Now, as you can see, this is the only trade that I've taken so far today. This is a risk it for the biscuit. And if you guys are making money with me, thumbs up the video. If you're in on YouTube live and you've made some money, you're finding any value in this video, if you found any value here, let's see a thumbs up. Subscribe, share it with your fellow traders as we are making money and navigating through this low float land with ease. We know what we're doing. We're focused. We got laser focus, right? I mentioned it needs to close over 106. I'm like a broken record. Close over that level. Close over that level. Close it. And we finally got it, right? Lock in your profit. Run for the hills. This is a risk it for the biscuit. I'm out 75% of my position. I'll take a little bit more profit here, guys. Nice way to start the day. So this is my only trade so far on the day, APLM. No position elsewhere. This is the only stock that I've traded so far today. So I'm out 90% locked up profit, out 90% on APLM, locking in that green. Stop loss is, at this point, I'm going to ensure that I stay in the green. And we've had a nice hefty trade here. Great job, guys. No BS, guys. We are focused on high quality. What happened here? We got volume. We closed over our key level. We held that 106. We continued. We hit highs at 122. We locked in profit. We did what needed to be done. We are green on the day on a Friday pre-market session. There's a cheapo on the scanner, BKYI, cheapo on the scanner. We came, we saw, we executed our strategy. We are green. We locked in profit. And we are in profit protection mode for the week, guys. This is a green Monday, green Tuesday, green Wednesday, green Thursday, and now officially a green Friday. This is a really, really nice week. Even though the whole market looks slow and everyone's talking about how slow it is and it's just this and it's that, we are navigating through the low float land with ease because we have the setups ready. And we can see that we got a short watch here. We're starting to retrace back down. Let's see what the key level spotter looks like. So APLM. And if anyone was in chat, if you guys were in our Discord, and I hope you guys in Discord are following along here, key levels. Go to the key levels. Look at this. October 27th. That's today, right? We have 2 key levels. Of the 2, we have 1 that confirmed its key level. And that's the one I traded. And I am green on the day, thanks to confirmation. So if you guys are looking to learn this strategy, we have a full strategy guide that goes over this information. You can see we've got these wonky candles on here. Keep an eye on the level 1, level 2 data. I am seeing on the bid and ask 113. If we start to drop below, let's see. These are late prints. So this is not, just because that happened doesn't mean it's real, guys. This is late prints. So anyone who's been trading for a while knows. If you're a beginner trader and not sure what the heck's going on here, these are late prints that have not been recorded yet. They're being recorded now. And we are seeing, we're seeing a little wonky candle here. And that's what you'll see between 8 to 8:15. Bid and ask. Keep an eye on the level 1, level 2 data. 116 is that bid and ask. So 116 is right here. That's where the actual price is. This is where the actual price is. So disregard these wonky, crazy candles. Let me get this out of here so everyone knows what's going on. So APLM closed over. It's 106. Don't. This candle is just going to be all wonky. It's going to look wonky, but it's not right. Holding a small position here on APLM. Just holding it small size. Looking for continuation. Holding a small size on APLM. In out green. This is a risk it for the biscuit lotto. And we have done well. Who made money? Let's see. Let me go into the chats. Zelda made money. Nice. Great job, Zelda. Karma made money. Let's see. Dre made money. Ya made money. Karen made money. Soner, Natty, bag holder. Bag holders. That name is not correct. Bag holder is not a bag holder. I promise you guys. 124 new highs on APLM. No big deal, guys. Just looking at a 14% trade here. No big deal, right? That's no big deal. Just 14% here for anyone who took this with me. On a Friday pre-market session. Spooky pre-market session. Beautiful moves, guys. Love to see our team making money. Great job. Sticking to the strategy that makes me money and keeps me consistently profitable. We trade this strategy every single day here live in voice from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, and absolutely love what I do. If you can't hear that through my voice and through my my tone here. I absolutely love what I do. I love what we do, guys. We are day trading through this market, low float land, navigating through with a strict plan in place, and we are not veering off that path. Discipline is key if you're looking to establish consistency and be here 5 years from now. And I hope you are. I hope I see all the same names that I see right now 5 years from now because we met some great traders. I've been trading with some of these traders in chat for over 5 years or close to. So it's really nice. No position for myself at this time. APLM is the only stock that I've traded. Excuse me, no position on that cheapo BKYI. Watching that one a little bit, though, from the corner. Let me pull it up on the key level spotter. Still holding a small size on APLM. This is just a risk it for the biscuit lotto at this point, guys. If it starts to come under the entry, which I got it filled around 109, I'll get back out. You guys can see that over here. But I'm watching this little cheapo, too. Won't be trading it, but see it hitting the scanners. Let me pull it up. BKYI. I've got a couple screens here showing me different things. I'm getting a little pop here. This is a cheapo. So it went from 16 cents up to 36 cents. So that is a massive move for a cheapo. One of these candles was a 27% candle. Pretty crazy. APLM on the key level spotter. Let's see. What's it looking like? Looking like we have a 30-minute 200 EMA at 145. We should see some resistance possibly up there. We've got a short watch level around 131. So locking in profits, not a bad idea. APLM key level spotter. And this is our confirmation levels. Needs to stay above 102. And if it can stay over the 102, we're looking for continuation up to 199. Nice bag. Love to see it. We've got ABVC on the scanners. ABVC getting a pop. Mentioned ABVC earlier that this one hit a high of what, like $4. This one hit a high of like $4. So at this point, this is not confirmation. This is a risk it for the biscuit. No position for myself on ABVC. No position on BKYI. Only position I have right now is on APLM. I'm up 15%. Now 16%. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's with me? Let's go. Go ahead. Keep on pumping up, APLM. We want to see that green, 18% up. If you're green with me, don't be afraid to shave down, take profit. 127 was the high there. 129 is the high on the day. 127 high of this candle. Still holding. Risk it for the biscuit lotto. Looking for, would love to see $1.50, $2. If we get up to $1.50, I'll lock in more profit. If we start to drop, I'll just exit my position. But I am green right now, up over 15% at one point. So if you guys are green with me, not a bad idea to lock in that profit. This is a risk it for the biscuit on old APLM. Hopefully everyone is green with me. Let's make some money, guys. Now, this is not day trading alerts. This is not buy and sell alerts, guys. Can't make that clear enough. Although I will be transparent with my buys and my sells. This is not buy and sell alerts. This is focused on day trading education. That's what this is. We are not focused in on buy and sell alerts, because if you're focused on that, then you're not. If I'm not here to hold your hand, you're not going to make it in this market. So my goal here is to educate others on my process, let everyone know what I'm doing to navigate through this low float land, because most of the information that you see on low float stocks will not pertain to or most information you see on the web and on YouTube, things like that, will not play any role when it comes to low float trading. So stick to what works, and luckily I've found what works for me. Still in APLM, but if we start to drop below the 109, that's it. I will cut it. I'm out 90%. No position for myself this time. Great job, Yam. Yam, bag holder, day trader, great job. Our team is making money. Love to see that. So PPM, profit protection mode. Getting a pullback on APLM. If you guys are happy with the green, not a bad idea to lock it in. Looking at the YouTube live. SS Trades. Bob, do you use TradingView for just charting, or also connect your broker to trade on TradingView as well? No, I do not connect my broker. I use Webull for my trading. I use TradingView for my charting. Yeah, no, I do SS Trades. I do get to the YouTube comments, but when I'm in the pre-market session, often I try to focus on my trade. Right now, I'm in a trade on APLM, so I try to focus on my trading. I try to focus on getting this quality and information out to our team. We've got a Discord as well, so we've got a lot of members in Discord that I try to get out information to as soon as possible. So we've got that in there as well. So just bear with me. I should be able to get to it. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah, I'm happy to help. So I'm green, guys, on APLM. Hopefully you're green with me. Only trade of the day so far for me. I don't have any other position. I'm out 90%. Right now we're up 7% on the, this is just a lotto at this point, now 8%. So just holding a lotto at this point. This is the only trade, as you can see, that I've taken so far today. And very proud to say profit protection mode is on. Nice move here. Nice way to start our Friday. So it took a little while for us to get this going, but it is 8:08 a.m. Eastern time. We got ourselves a nice trade, and I'm in out green on APLM, just holding a lotto right now, up over 10%. Hopefully you're green with me. Not a bad way to start our Friday session. Hey, Rebel. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining in. Always a pleasure, Rebel. Always. Really appreciate your help and support. Yeah, nice way to start our day. Still hearing ABVC, so if you're looking for some volume, it's on ABVC, getting a small pop. Little curl here, ABVC. Now, I don't trade this. This is not a clean confirmation. Although this is a close over this level, needs to hold. This will be the target. That's not how I treat this one because these levels have already been exhausted, right? We've already gapped all the way up here to 393 is the high. So we'll not assume that we're going to get all the way back up there. That would be making a, I think we all know what assuming does, don't we? I am in APLM. That is my trade. APLM so far. Looking for this to continue. Hoping that it stays above my entry of 109. If it does, we're looking for continuation. But I have already locked in profit as I am a day trader. And I'm looking to get in. I'm looking to get green. And I'm looking to get out. And lock in the profit and run for the hills, guys. Steve Miller Band here. Cue it up. Take the money and run. Because this market is designed to take your money back. So not a bad idea to lock in some of your profit. I have already. Still watching on APLM, still in this position, about 90%. Nice job, Yum. Yeah, guys, if you're with me, lock in the profit. This is a Friday session. I'm green on Monday, green on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This has been a complete green week, which is absolutely beautiful. We love to see that. We love to hear it. We've got members in our chat that are in profit protection mode as well. Love it, guys. Profit protection mode means that you've made your money, you've locked in your profit, and you will not give it back. Guys, I've got family movie night. I've got pizza day. We've got some Halloween events going on tonight at my house with my kids. And I am very much looking forward to spending time with family. And that is the beauty of trading. Get in, get green, get out, lock in your profit, walk away. You know how the market won't get my money? I won't give it back to them. That's how. So I'll lock in my profit, run for the hills, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So hopefully you guys are green with me. Hopefully everyone's making some money. We're still watching APLM. I'm still in this trade. It is a little stagnant here. I want to see that it gets some volume and pops in the right direction. But if we start to come below where I got in at 109, I'll just exit my position. Hearing SPEC. SPEC showing a micro float. That's SPEC. We'll see if that one hits the scanners anymore. Still hearing ABVC. If you're looking for volume, it's over here. It's on ABVC. Volume coming in on this name. That's ABVC. No position for myself at this time on ABVC. Still holding a small size on APLM. So we are in on APLM. Still holding here. It's back down to my entry. So looking to sell possibly. Finger on the sell button here. Finger on the sell hotkey. So still holding on APLM. See what it does. I was hoping it would get that gap and fill it, but again, hope is not how I trade. Get in, get green, get out. That's how I trade. ABVC getting a pop. You can see this in my top chart here. A few of these to watch. APLM getting a small pop, needs to hold up. Just holding a small size. I'm out 90% on APLM. We hit our target. The target was 120. We hit a high of 129, so that was a really nice move. So every 10 cents will equate to a decent percentage. ABVC is continuing here. Continuing up. What's today's date? The 27th? I don't see any news on this one. It's not for me, Doc. It's not for me. I'm in this other one, APLM. ABVC is not fresh. ABVC has hit $4 yesterday. So this is, for me, this is a no-go. So this is going to be a risk it for the biscuit type of scalp. So this is just scalp worthy, you know, quick in, quick out, hold yourself a lot of in case you feel this continuation. It may very well get back up to 4, but until it does, it's not bullish. Right now, this is not bullish momentum. This would be just a little bounce. So you can see over here, a little bounce watch alerts, getting a pop. So I would not be surprised one bit if we saw ABVC knife down on a 10% candle. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't happen. Hopefully, it just continues. What I would love to see is it gets all the way back up to 4 and we can start trading it up around that $4 level again. But right now, I would not put, I don't put much faith into ABVC myself. That being said, it does have volume. It's pretty clean. I only see this one major right here, so it's really not that bad. So it's not bad. But I am in this APLM. This is what I'm trading. If you guys are agreeing with me, not a bad idea to lock in some profit. Still holding on APLM, up over 8%, now 9%. So still holding on APLM. Not bad, right? Not bad. 10% trade here again. And Doc, are you in voice? If I'm explaining this, a lot of this in voice, but this just makes it easier for me, so I don't have to type everything out right now. So hopefully you can hear me here in voice, but let me know if not. Which I guess if you can't hear me, you wouldn't be able to hear that. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I was just typing it out. Appreciate it, Doc. Yeah, it's just easier for me, guys, to be able to go over my trading, because I have to mark charts. I have to get prepared, mark charts, take trades, send out alerts to our team, all that good stuff. So it's I'm a little. It's tough for me to find the time always to be typing out things. That's why I go live in voice. So it took me a while to get comfortable trading in live voice. It wasn't always something that I was comfortable doing, but it just makes it a whole lot easier for me. So ABVC looking like a major red here. There's a major red candle, not a 10% negative candle, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, it would not surprise me one bit if this thing just dropped down like crazy. So this is a very high risk. This is more high risk than this, I think. This was confirmation. And what I liked about APLM is it actually gave us it gave us the confirmation. So if Doc, if you have the chance, check out the key level channel, guys. Go to the key level channel. You'll see that this morning there's 2 alerts. So we've got ICU, APLM. This is where I'll be focused in for the most part when I'm trading. So I want that bullish momentum. I want that confirmation. So we trade the confirmation strategy for momentum. So I'm more of a momentum-based type of trader, and I look for a close over these levels. Of these 2 so far alerted, only one of them has given it. And if you look at from yesterday, ABVC was on here at 358 and $4. So I have alerts set at that 358.4. If we get up there, great. If we don't, then I'm not too concerned. It won't be bullish momentum. That's kind of how I look at it. So basically, I'm just kind of picking and choosing which one is higher priority, if that makes sense. The next key level on this one, YAM, would be 228. No, it would be 199. So the next key level is 199. But this being a cheapo, being under $2, every 10 cents equates to a target. So 120 was my first target. Next would be 130. We hit 130. We hit 129. So 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, all the way up to 2. But $2 is our next major level, 199 all the way up here. And that's why I took a little risk it for the biscuit. This is a risk it for the biscuit lotto for me. And we're still up in this trade, but not as much as we were. So I've locked in my profit. I'm out the bulk of my position. Hey, Jay, good morning. Just saw your message. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. Only trade I've taken so far, APLM. Green on the day. Profit protection mode is on for the week. Oh, was I, Doc? I didn't see it. I missed it. Well, it's got the one major red here, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some nasty candles, to be honest with you. Like I said, these are bag holders. So you know what this does on this, Doc? What this type of move right here does, and it's probably hard to see, but let me pull it up on the key level spotter so it's easier to see. And that was ABVC. So what this does, Doc, is it gapped up, and it's still probably hard to see, but let's see, it gapped up all the way up here, right? And it fell all the way down, fizzled down all the way down to here. What this did was create all of these are new bag holders. So it's going to create choppy price action all through our key levels. So as we gap up, we will have choppy price action. And that's not what we want to see. And we can see we had an overbought level here, entered that overbought, retracing back down. Another major red there. Look at that. Major red there is -5%, -2%. APLM looks like I'm stopping out flat, guys. Looks like I'll be stopping out flat here. All out, APLM, all out. No position for myself at this time. Let's see, APLM, all out. Make sure I tell my team. And profit protection mode has been activated. So I'm all out, no position at this time. Green on APLM. No position for myself any longer. Going to sit out and look for a high quality setup or adjust if we see a low quality setup that is attractive. I will adjust my approach, but I will remain in the green for the week, guys. I will be going into the weekend with a nice green week. This was a beautiful week. Even though we've had large cap just kind of tumbling down, we've had all kinds of mishaps here and there. Low float land has been a beauty. And we have found our opportunity and we've taken full advantage of what's in front of us. And we come here prepared and we are making money. So I'm all out, no position for myself at this time. Time to drink some coffee, guys. Drink those coffees and teas before they get cold. If you're listening in on YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe for more content just like this, guys. I want to provide that value, but I want to know what is valuable to you. So you let me know what's valuable. If you find this video valuable, then let me see a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your fellow traders. This is day trading education. This is not buy and sell alerts, right? This is not just me buying and selling and saying, hey, you should do the same. That's not what this is, right? This is a strict strategy. This is going over strategy real time, no BS, no, I bought here, you should have too, or, I'm not the type of guy that, it moves from here to here and I say, oh yeah, I was in it down here. I got in at 128. I'm in from 128, sold at 185. I'm the best. Walking away. Good luck trying to follow my footsteps. Goodbye. That's not what you're seeing here, guys. This is live strategy. This is real. This is real-time strategy right in front of you. So we are just taking what's available to us. We're navigating through low float stocks. These are very high volatile type of stocks that you don't want to be, overstaying your welcome. You don't want to get in trouble trading too aggressive or too just making mistakes. You don't want to make mistakes when trading low float stocks. I've got the experience. I've been trading this for a long time. This strategy is my strategy. If you're looking to learn confirmation, guys, you found the right place because this is a strategy that I developed really to help myself mitigate risk. And what I discovered was it was the most accurate strategy I've ever used and found when day trading low float stocks. So low float stocks are a complete different beast compared to large cap, compared to Tesla and Amazon and all these other names. This is a complete different beast. So it has to be treated differently. And that's what I do. APLM, we exit our position. We're all out. You can see it's continuing to tumble down here. Needs to hold over 102. So it's not really bearish yet until it closes below 102. So, but I'm out of my position, happy with the profit made. I do like this gap here. I really do, guys. If we get up to $2, we're talking 95% up from this current price. So even if I, put a little risk it for the biscuit there, risk to reward, it's a really nice gap. But I do not want that gap to overshadow the strategy, okay? So I need to assess the conditions. I need to adjust my approach based on what I see. We've got major reds in here. We've got the float discrepancy. Some sites are saying the float is this. Some floats are saying it's that. What I'm seeing is 63 million share float on Trade Ideas. I know that a lot of traders out there are using Trade Ideas scanners, and they are also seeing the same float. So we want the float to be the same across the board, not so much just for the float size to be accurate, but more so because we want more traders to be looking at this, right? So a lot of traders have their scanners and screeners and things like that filtered to that float size. So if you're using Trade Ideas and you have a filter for the float that says don't look for stocks over 30 million share float or 50 million, well, then you're not going to see APLM, are you? We have it on our scanners because we have multiple scanners, but still it's higher risk. ABVC getting a small pop here. We've got a few levels here. Here's a good one. 4-hour 200 EMA. That's an important level, 172. So testing that now. APLM getting a small pop off the 102 level for anyone who took that. 102. Close under 102 is bearish. If it can hold 102, that's our risk it for the biscuit all the way up to 199 and 150. No position for myself at this time. I am green on the day, locked in profit, not giving it back, and waiting for everyone to meet me on top of that hill. So waiting for you guys to let me know that you're in profit protection mode and you're on top of the hill with me. If you're in the YouTube live chat and you're in profit protection mode for the week or for the day, put it in the chat. PPM. PPM. Can't stress that enough, guys. What that tells me is that not only are you in the profit, but you are smart enough, right? And I know all of you out there, I'm speaking to these smart traders right now. I know this. I know that we all know that we're trading with a strict strategy and we are navigating through this market with a plan set in stone, right? So if you're in profit protection mode and you're protecting that profit, I love to see that, guys. That's what I love to see. That's the goal here. That is my goal pretty much in life, is to really just get in profit protection mode myself, protect it, see others do the same. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Natty Karma, you guys are in profit protection mode. Love to see it. Yes. Yes. Let me put it in the chat. Activated. Hopefully everyone is with me. We're green on the day. No position for myself at this time. I'm in out green on APLM. Only trade I've taken so far today. Now, I wouldn't... this is different, guys. So this is different. This is a test of our key level, right? It came back to the 106 and 102 level. This is a test of our levels. I would no longer be looking at this as it's going to hold. This would be anticipation that it's going to hold that level. Close below 102 is bearish. If it can hold 102, we're looking for 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, right? 10-cent moves on this cheapo. Yeah, Doc, we are all like that. That's like I said, unfortunately, you have to have some very strict discipline in this market, right? So to get in profit protection mode means that you are not only in the profit, but you are looking to protect that solely. That is your main goal. Here's a pop, APLM, there's 110. So again, anyone who took this, there's 110, 10-cent pop every 10 cents, right? 110, target. 120, target. 117 up here would be target. Let's check it out on the key level spotter and see how it looks. So if I'm looking for pullbacks, and look at that. So Zelda, you were asking earlier, if I'm looking for pullbacks, this is what I like to use. So key level spotter is really good about identifying these pullbacks. And this is not confirmation. So this is not something that I would try to hold on for, dear life, for a bigger move or a massive move. But if I get, on a cheapo like this, a few cents equates to a nice percentage gain. But I like to get about 5-10 cents usually on a bounce watch. Yum. If someone buys a large amount of a stock, it really depends on the size. Yum. It really depends on the size. I don't think so. Not typically with retail traders, but you can see that some of these candles are pretty low volume. This candle here only had 14,000 shares. So if you're in here buying 15,000 shares, you will push the needle of that stock around. But there's buyers and sellers here. So there is buyers and sellers as well. Watching APLM for a possible trade here. No position for myself. Profit protection mode is on. What time is it? It is 8:28 a.m. Eastern time. Nice to be green early on in the pre-market session. Yeah, typically we're not moving that price around too much, yeah. Usually it's a group of traders together, or it's algorithms or even market makers. So there's a lot of other factors that will move this price around, but typically us retail traders are not trading enough size individually to move that price around too much. I remember when I was first starting trading, I used to get into level 2 data a lot and see the time and sales and all that. I used to smash, I would break up my orders into, instead of a large order, I would break it up into a bunch of small orders and just keep smashing the buy button on it to make the time and sales flood green. So that way traders would look like it was green. It didn't work out too well. It wasn't a sound strategy. Let's just put it that way. But I've tried it. You name it, I've probably tried it. Sounds good, Rebel. I appreciate you joining with us this morning, Rebel, and helping out. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend, you and the family. Hopefully you get to see your son sometime soon. You guys can play some chess, some wall chess. I still need to get one of those boards for myself. Well, hope you have a great weekend, Rebel, if I don't see you. Awesome, Joey. Joey, always appreciate your help. It's always a pleasure trading with you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're leaving the chat now, you're locking in the profit. I love to see it. As much as I'll be sad to see it go, I'm more proud to see you guys shut it down, lock it in, take the profit, run for the hills, and meet me up there. Together we can just watch over the market from afar, spend time with family, get chores done. I know you guys are slacking on your chores. So get them done. I don't care how old we get. We've got chores that we are slacking on. I'm 35 years old. I have to verify that with my wife, but I'm pretty sure I'm 35 years old and I'm slacking on my chores. So, but appreciate it. You guys have a great day, Joey. Appreciate your help today, as always. Here's a pop on APLM. Little pop here. Watching APLM, getting a small pop. That's ticker APLM. No position for myself at this time. Small pop. Never did close under that 102 level, guys. So if you're trading confirmation, you're using these levels. It was an anticipation trade, but hey, it held the level 102, right? It's good to mitigate risk around these levels because what we can do is it's a clear indication of our plan, right? We can say, okay, I'm comfortable buying above this. If we go below, I'm not comfortable holding any longer. So it really helps keep to a strict strategy. That's why I love trading with these key levels. And we have a specific way of how we find these key levels, and it's really important that it's done correctly. But all of these charts have been marked. If you guys go to our channel here in Discord, go to Mark Charts channel, and you will have APLM. This was at 6:49 a.m. Eastern Time. We had ICU yesterday and 424, so we know what we're looking for. We've got key levels as well. Only two of these, ICU, APLM. Only two from today. So that's what we are watching, right? So hopefully you guys are following along with me. No position for myself at this time. I like watching this on the key level spotter, though. You can see ABVC is kind of fizzling out from that pop earlier. Like I said, guys, it doesn't mean it's not going to continue. What I would love to see this thing get back to $40, but we've got so many bags in here. I expect so much choppy price action. I'm not sure it's going to be worthy of my trade, to be honest with you. So that's kind of my thinking there. So we've got a 920 cross here. No position for myself at this time. Watching APLM test the 1-minute 9 EMA and the 1-minute 20 EMA. I'll sit out for now, but this is the only one that's hitting the scanners with any life. So if you're looking to trade something with volume, you can see the volumes here. It's a little on the choppy side, but here we go. This should be a little pop from this level. There's your pop, 116. There's 117. This is from the key level spotter, spotting these key levels. Little pop there. It doesn't mean it will be a reversal and continue, but it does mean that typically you see a little pop from there. So this is a 20 cross, 920 cross here. Here's a pop, 118, 119. There it goes. Holding up. APLM getting a small pop. 122, 123, 125 area will provide some resistance, anywhere from 120 to 125. If it starts to come back under that 111 area, there's room for concern. No position for myself at this time. Getting a pop here, APLM. Nice moves. Like you said, APLM, if not close lower than 102, will go up. That is not definite, Yam. Do not bank on that. Just because it closed over a level does not ensure and say that it's going to the next level. That's just an area of resistance. That is our next area, major area of resistance. I would love for it to fill the gap, but that is not something that I bank on. So I look at these wider gaps as higher probability to get a quick scalp and trade in and then hold a lotto in case it does fill that gap. But I would never bank on the gap is going to get filled no matter what. That is not how I would trade it. No. APLM, look at this pop, guys. And we saw this right here. This is the 920 cross right here. Look at this. Nice move, right? So now we're up at the 125 to 130 area. This area should provide a little bit of a possible resistance. Here we go. There's 129, 130. Who's still in this? This is beautiful. Now we're entering overbought. See how it says overbought there? That's the key level spotter letting us know that we are crossing this overbought level. We've got a short watch level at 133. If we cross that level, you'll see an alert there too as well. So you'll see a mashup of alerts. So getting a pop here in APLM, no position for myself at this time. We're seeing a bullish vertical trend, red flag, overbought, testing highs, new highs here, 132. Beautiful trade for anyone who took this with us this morning and is holding a lotto and you did not exit your position at the 102. Beautiful trade for you. Absolutely beautiful. 102 is down here, right in this area. That's 101, so we'll come below. 28%. 28% trading around that key level. That's beautiful. Yeah, I explained a little bit there. All right, guys. APLM is testing highs. It's overbought here. It should see a little retrace. We've got 126 to 130, 135 area is the area of resistance basically on this chart. We don't have any resistance on our key levels or confirmation levels, as this is all the way up to 199. So this is a beautiful, beautiful gap. So this is definitely something that a lot of traders would want to take part in. No position for myself at this time. We are entering this zone of basically resistance. Doesn't mean it won't blow through it. Doesn't mean it's going to fall down. What it does mean is I expect some choppy price action and possibly a breather. And I would like to see that breather before I would be comfortable getting into something like this. And there you go. There it is. So this is that breather, guys. And even if it's just that and then it picks back up, scoops back up, that's what we're looking for. So we're looking for, once it enters into this key level above, this is a resistance. This is where the short watch. This is where short sellers start to lick their chops and think about taking trades. Now, this is a cheapo. I'm not sure that short sellers will be attacking this one right now. Commissions are usually pretty high. The fees are usually pretty high on cheapos. And sometimes you can't find locates on these either. So APLM getting a little breather here. That's what we want to see. Check yourself before you wreck yourself as you are in a bullish vertical trend. Retrace back down, stay above these levels, continue up. Green line support, red lines resistance. No position for myself at this time. Nice moves on APLM. I am green on the day thanks to APLM. Took my profit over 10% on this one, and very happy to say profit protection mode is on. All right, let me see what's going on here in the chats. Who's making money? Is anybody still in APLM? Who's still in APLM? I'm not in this position right now, guys. I'm sitting on my hands for the moment. Nice move, though, for anyone who caught this APLM grinding here. Who has a little risk it for the biscuit here? A little lotto. Who's holding the lotto? Nice. Nice job, guys. Nice, Natty. Yeah, lock it in the profit. Lock it in. At this point, we just want to see that it holds up over this. These two green lines here. These two green lines are acting as support. Start to come under, there's going to be room for concern. Right? Makes sense? APLM hit a high of 132 so far. Good job, guys. Way to lock in profit. Seeing a lot of traders here in chat locking in profit, making some money this morning. What a good week for us. What a good week for us low float traders. Didn't seem like it either, did it? It's like smoke and mirrors. Looks like it's a... If you look at the whole market, if you talk to anybody, yeah, have you guys noticed that too? If you talk to someone who doesn't day trade like we do here, this is something we do every day. If I talk to even my family or anyone, if I start talking to them about stocks, the first thing is always, oh yeah, the stock market is crashing. Stock market looks terrible. Yeah, it's terrible right now. Everyone thinks it's so terrible. Which it is, I guess, if you're long on things or, sitting there, whatever. But when you're day trading these low float stocks, it's actually been a very hot market for us, low float traders. And I love it. Seeing a major red here. Look at that. So Karma, I know you have this indicator. I know you have the key level spotter. I know Adeg has it. Pause rate has it. You guys, are you seeing this, what I'm seeing here? So Karma, what I was seeing here in chat was we had this cross. So this was a signal that, of course, that I went over in the video that I like, and that's why I keep it on this this chart at all times. We had that cross. We now had overbought. So if you're just trading from alert to alert, boom, 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 right? I mean, these are signals to bail. These are signals to possibly go long, right? So it's a lot of value here, in my opinion. We can see that if you look at these drops, we're entering into these zones. They have not crossed, but it was a beautiful move here. Here's another 920 cross here. So if you're looking for trend trades, the 920 cross could possibly give you that trend trade type of setup. I really like the fail cross. So here's a fail cross. I like this. Didn't work out. Here's a fail, I believe. And then here's another cross. So here's a fail cross. I like that. I like the fail cross setup. I know it's kind of weird, but I like that. Yeah, so you're seeing what I'm seeing then, Karma. This is what I like. I really like this setup. This is what I was talking about. I was really tempted to take this trade, but I'm not going to lie, guys. I was a little apprehensive here, especially trading on YouTube as well. Live, this is, again, not buy or sell alerts. But, I will say, guys, that when I'm trading live for everyone, and not just for myself, but with everyone else, I know that I'm not responsible for others' trades. That's the truth, because this is day trading education. This is not buy or sell alerts. But I also am not naive into thinking that I know that there's traders out there that are just buying when I buy and selling when I sell. I really just recommend to not do that. That is not what this is. I'm trying to educate everyone on my process and why I do what I do, so you can do it. You can add this to your own setup, right, or your own type of trades. So hopefully that all makes sense. But if you guys have questions, please reach out. So this is not buy and sell alerts. This is day trading education. So this is a nice cross here. I was tempted to buy this. I think I'm a little apprehensive buying, especially after taking green already in APLM. I'm very happy with the green made on this one. And guys, again, this is similar to ABVC yesterday. This is a low quality setup giving a high quality result. How about that? So this is another low quality setup where I have to adjust my size and approach, giving a high quality setup, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but we have to face the facts. We can't just sit here and act like that's not the case. You can't just sit there and act like, this is a high quality setup. This trade here merits a 10,000 share order, and so does the next one, so does the next one, that's not how it works. We adjust our approach based on what we see. Hearing ABVC again for those trading ABVC. Fizzled out a little bit, getting a little pop here in volume. ABVC. No position for myself this time. We'll sit out. Watching APLM. This is not confirmation levels. This is the key level spotter. If you're looking to get the key level spotter, guys, we have this is a new indicator that we have for all of our traders or any trader that's looking for this. And what I love about this is it has so much information on it that you'll be able to depict where other traders are watching for possible levels and bounces without having a whole bunch of extra information on the chart. We also have the bounce and short watch predictor. That is a formula that I've designed that is literally looking for where the stock will bounce and looking for where the stock will short. And that's what you're seeing here. So short watch, bounce watch, right? Short watch, bounce watch. Pretty simple. So it's predicting the future for us. It's letting me know where this stock may get a little something. And we've got a couple of red flags here. Look, overbought, fail, fail. So there's a lot of indication here that this is going to continue to drop. We haven't seen anything really that's too strong. We haven't had a 920 cross fail yet. So we'll see what happens here. The 1 minute 9 EMA is still above the 20 EMA. So technically speaking, it is still in a bullish trend, but we'll see what it does here. But if you have these alerts, you have the key level spotter, you know that we entered an overbought level. We entered this zone. So if you're in the position, that's a good idea to lock in some of that profit, right? And if you're not in the position and you're looking to go long, maybe it's a good idea to wait for this type of cool off breather before you get too aggressive with your trading. So APLM is the only stock that's on our scanners right now, other than ABVC, actually. ABVC is making some noise. So here's ABVC getting a small pop. So you can see 181, 190 is resistance levels. But again, guys, we hit $4. We hit $4 on ABVC yesterday. So that does not mean that we're going to continue to hit through these levels. This does not mean I'll be trading aggressive in these levels. So I'll sit out and move on. It is 8:46 a.m. Eastern time. We are streaming live on YouTube Live. This is a live pre-market session going over my charts, my trades, the scanner, different call outs. If you guys have questions, we'll go over that as well. But no position for myself at this time. I am green on the day. Only stock that I have traded so far was APLM. So it's the only stock. And if you guys, again, if you go to the key level channel in our Discord, you will see that we only have 2 alerts, guys. So if you're just joining in and you're coming in late and you're looking to catch up, ICU 130, APLM 106, both added this morning. Those are only two added this morning. So hopefully that saves traders time. That's the goal of that channel, is to save you time. Yeah, currently, Gustavo, this one is only available. This indicator is only available for TradingView right now, but we are working on a Thinkorswim script as well. Yeah, I think so too, Karma. I really like it. Like I said, there's a lot to it. I still haven't unlocked everything to it myself. It took me a long time to build the code. It took me it took me a long time to backtest as well. I had to work out some kinks on the code. There was a few things that I wasn't in love with, but I think it's really nice. I think that it's really easy to see. It's a clear indication of what levels are going to be basically support, resistance, and then we have all of these key levels here. We've got, which a lot of traders love these key levels. We've got the 1 hour, 200 EMA. So if I start to see that we have multiple levels at the same area, then it's just going to basically add to the resistance or support depending on which side it's on. Which do I like better, Thinkorswim or TradingView? For charting, TradingView by far. I love TradingView charts. This is TradingView that you guys are seeing right here. This is TradingView chart. Love TradingView charts. I've been using them for years. I will continue to use them. Love them. Yes, I believe so, Carm. I think you're right. I think it will work on a free version. Yes, I believe you can load the free version. The only thing with the free version, though, is that you're not going to have all the market data. So you won't have this. I don't think you'll have this pre-market data and things like that. You won't have all these candles and volume and all that stuff. So you may be lacking in some information if you don't have the premium account or the extra data turned on. Hey, good morning, Amy. Appreciate you joining this morning on live, YouTube Live. Appreciate that. Yeah, I have Thinkorswim as well, but I don't use it much myself. I really don't care for it much. Sometimes I use it to take a swing or long trade or something like that, but I've got a couple other accounts, other brokers that I use for some of my swing trades. I like to sometimes buy a couple shares in one of my other accounts just so I can remember where the heck I was looking for that entry and getting in. Sometimes I just use it almost for like notes, but most times I'm just using TradingView for my charting. So if you guys are following along, and you want to know what I'm using TradingView for my charts, Webull for my broker. We've got, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a nice feature, Mac. APLM testing highs. APLM is testing highs here. APLM is testing highs. This is a risk it for the biscuit for anyone who's in it. Risk it for the biscuit. APLM testing highs here. Nice move from this cross. So this was the first cross here. We have not had a 920 fail yet, if you notice that. Carm, I know you have this indicator yourself. So we have not had a 920 cross fail. We've had a 20 EMA fail. We have not had a 920 fail yet. So if we see a 920 fail, that's the end of the trend. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, Mac. Mackenzie just mentioned that this may be one of those halt fest names, so a lot of halts may arrive after open. I wouldn't doubt that one bit, Mackenzie. I think you're right. That's why I love trading in the pre-market session. We can get in and out. Testing highs here in APLM. Nice moves, guys. APLM is testing highs. No longer in this position. Watching it go without me. Love to see it for our traders making money. I'm in profit protection mode. APLM is the only stock I've traded so far today. APLM is grinding, testing highs 132. We've got an overbought level right up here around 130 to 140. So between 130 and 140, you should see some pressure. We've got a 30-minute 200 EMA at 145. This is the key level spotter. If we flip over to confirmation levels, we can see that APLM held its level. As I mentioned, guys, check this out. Closed over 102, held, right? Never closed back below. So off to the races. 199 is the key level above. We fill that gap. This is a beauty. This is a risk it for the biscuit beauty. 92 cents. There it goes. New highs. Let's pull it over on the key level spotter, see what we're going to see get here. APLM overbought level being tested. 135. Pretty much between 130 and 140, there's some resistance, and then 145 as well. So we may get some resistance here, guys. So it may get a little choppy. Hopefully it blows right through and just holds up, but it may get a little choppy here and have a retrace. If you're in the position, this is not a bad idea to lock in some profit. Hold yourself a lotto in case you feel this continuation. You can see an overbought signal here, letting us know that's going over our overbought line and level on the key level spotter. We've got multiple levels here to watch. If it starts to drop, 93 cents and $1, that's our buy zone. Doesn't mean I'll buy down there, but that's where I'll be watching if I'm looking for a pullback and like a scoop off the bottom type of play. APLM testing highs. Now it's moved up 135 to 145. This is our zone of resistance. 135 to 145. APLM is the only stock moving in the right direction here this morning. APLM. Green on the day. This is one of two stocks added into the key level spotter this morning, or key level channel. And we have one of those two that has confirmed its level. It's APLM. Here we go. APLM testing highs 136. Testing highs in a cluster of resistance here on a key level spotter. 135 to 145. This is zone 135 to 145. A good idea to lock in some profit if you're in the position. And if you're not in the position, well, maybe you want to wait for a little breather before you do get in, right? Does that make sense? That's the point of this indicator. So as we don't have any key levels here, we're using the key level spotter to depict where will the value and moves come in. No position for myself at this time. Green on the day. Profit protection mode is on. You can see that these prices are adjusting. So anywhere up to 145 would be resistance. Oh, excuse me. Had a sneeze fest. Attacked by sneeze. Notice how the prices are moving up. Now 140. 140 to 145. 136 to 145. This is the area of resistance. Now it's 135 to 145. We had the overbought signal. It was crossing the level. It is testing those lines now. See how they adjust? So as the price and volume adjust, so will these levels. So anywhere between 140 and 145. That's our area of concern. So what I'd love to see is it just blow through, close above, and continue. This is APLM. No position for myself at this time. Testing highs, 136. Was in from earlier. If you guys are still in, guys, this is a beautiful move. If anyone is in from where I got in, 109, this is a 25% trade, 24%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Lock in the profit. Hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation. I've already locked in my profit, not giving it back. How do I know that? Well, I'm not trading right now. Sitting on my hands. APLM is grinding. 136 is the high. Testing a cluster of resistance here on a key level spotter. So this is a different type of cluster. No position for myself at this time. Here's a little pullback. And like I said, guys, just because it pulls back doesn't mean it will reverse. But this is a good indication of we may need a breather, right? So that's the point of this indicator. So we're hitting these levels. It's adjusting. You can see it adjusted there. 140 to 145. 140 to 145 is an area of concern. Testing that 9 EMA on the 1 minute, which is $1.29. Next is $1.25. I think if we start to come under the 125, there's room for concern here. Close below the 9 EMA, testing the 20 now. You can see this on the key level spotter. That's APLM. 125 is the 20 EMA. 125. No position for myself at this time. Green on the day. Only stock I've traded was APLM. I think we can have some coffee now, guys. Here's a 20 EMA fail. We don't want to see that. We want to see it stays above that 20 EMA. Don't you do this to us. Don't you do it. This is our pullback though, right? So it made sense, right, guys? We had an area of resistance up here. We're pulling back now, right? This 20 EMA fail here. We'll see if this holds up. It went away. Why? Because it pulled back up and it did not fail this line yet. So if it goes below this line, we'll see that signal. We'll also see this line change red as it is always adjusting. There we go. 20 EMA fail. We'll see what it does here. So if it gets back over the 9 EMA and can hold up, great. If it can't, I think this is it. I think that's all she wrote. But what I'd love to see is it get back over the 9, continue back up. We have the key level spotter here letting us know. If you're looking for a bounce watch, that would come down here around 116. So anywhere between 110 and 115 is an area of value if we start to drop. No position for myself at this time. APLM needs to get back over that 9 EMA 128. It's at 126 now. Using the key level spotter here as we're above our key levels. So if you're in the position for confirmation, well, 102, 106, 108, these were the areas of value. And we are up and above. So if anyone bought this pullback, beautiful, 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 beautiful. No position for myself at this time. Sitting on my hands for the moment. APLM, profit protection mode is on. Not just for today, guys, for the week. We've had green days every single day this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, green, 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 green. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Profit protection mode means I will not be giving back this profit. So lower quality setups do not merit a large size from me anymore, right? APLM needs to stay above this 20 EMA. If we drop below, we'll see another fail. Watching APLM here. Test that 1 minute 20 EMA. No position for myself. In out green on APLM. So far it's holding the 20 EMA, as you can see. Testing the 9 now. Here we go. Maybe we'll get a little test of those highs again on APLM. There's 130. There's 131. You can see that with these levels. So testing resistance at the 9 EMA. If we start to drop, we can watch anywhere between really around 110 to 120 or 110 to 115, I think is going to be the area of value if we start to drop. APLM getting a small pop here. Here we go. It's getting some volume. 165,000 shares on APLM. APLM getting a pop. High is 136. No position for myself at this time. Getting above that 9 EMA, 129. Closing in 5 seconds. Look at that move, guys. There we go. Looks like it's going to test those highs again. Short watch area anywhere between 140 and 145. 140, 145 would be a short watch area. If we start to drop, 115 is the area of value down below. Look at this. New highs being tested, 136. 136 now being tested. 140 to 145 is resistance. 140 to 145 would be resistance. 140, 139 to start. Testing highs, 136. 140 would be resistance. There's 137. Come on now, APLM. It's got to stay above the 1 and 9. Or excuse me, the 9 and 20 on the 1 minute. No position for myself at this time. Sitting on my hands. But something hitting the scanners. Let me see what that is. VVPR. VVPR hitting the scanners. That's VVPR. So VVPR. Marking this one on a separate chart. We'll have this out for our team in just a minute. VVPR is hitting the scanner, showing a 1 million share float. All right, we've got levels for it. All right, let's get off of SFML. We've got a cluster of resistance here on VVPR. Not in love with the setup, guys. I don't think I'll be trading this one. But looks like it's popping pretty good. What I don't like is when I pull up this chart, how congested it is. Doesn't mean it won't continue. Right now, it's pretty low volume, too. So if we actually start to get some volume, it might just blow through these levels. But I have a lot of cluster of resistance above. So I think VVPR, I'm not sure I'm in love with it. I will put the news in chat for everyone on VVPR. VVPR getting a pop. And guys, looking over here, I'm seeing a 20 EMA fail. So we hit those highs of 137. We're failing that level, and this is my concern here. This is a very risky gap here, as we're not trading confirmation anymore. This would be a different approach, different setup. VVPR. Here's the key levels. So we've got 350. We've got right now resistance at 390 or 294 and $3. We hit $3 so far. Close over 3 mental level for continuation. 325, 350 would be resistance. No position for myself at this time. Oh, Karma, thanks for getting that in the chat. Sorry, I need to delete mine out of the way. Appreciate it, Karma. No position for myself at this time. Yeah, I like the flow. I like the price. I like a lot of things about VVPR. What I don't like is the chart above, but until we get to that, it may give a nice opportunity from here up. So we'll see if it can get over that $3 mark right here. $3 to here would be 16%. If you can get over 3 and get to 350, that's 16%. Not sure it's going to give it to us though. We'll sit out for now. Major red flag spotted. Let's see what that's on. We've got a bullish vertical trend on VVPR. Close over 3 is worth watching on VVPR. I'll put that into the key levels channel. So it has a cluster of resistance. So you guys will see that now in chat. If you go to the key level channel, you'll see that we have close over $3 on VVPR is worth watching, but it is a mental level and it has a cluster of resistance. So there's a few red flags there that I want to be concerned with if I decide to take this trade over $3. So it needs to close over this $3 mark right up here, mental level. Hold that level. It's a whole dollar test and continue up further. And now we have a major red, something else to consider, guys, VVPR. So right now, what we're doing, what we are seeing right now is we're avoiding a loss on VVPR. This does not mean it won't curl back up and close over 3 and continue. So you can just set your alerts up here, add alert, and we're good to go, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. We've got APLM is struggling here. So we have a bounce watch zone between really a $1 to $1.15 area. So anywhere between $1, say $1.05, $1.10, as this continues to drop, that should be an area of value. It starts around $1.18. So if we start getting below $1.18 here, right now, if we just knife down $1.18 and below would be the area of interest on the low side. But we got to be careful because if it's an offering, then we don't want to be trading an offering, do we? VVPR looks like we're avoiding a loss so far. We'll see what it does. I've got alerts set up here on the chart. We've got our key level at $2.94 and $3. So if we can close above that, it's worth watching. If we can't, we can't. Another major red there so far. APLM is kind of choppy, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Not sure what it wants to do. I think VVPR is distracting traders, right? I think VVPR is distracting traders, being like, oh, you know what? Let's get on this one. And then they realize, oh man, VVPR is crap. Let's get off VVPR and let's get back on APLM. This is the only one. Look at that gap, right? So traders are just all over the place. So make sure you stick to your strategy that keeps you consistently profitable, and don't get attracted to those shiny objects all the time. So APLM, it's closing. It looks like above the 1 and or excuse me, the 1 minute and 1 minute 20 EMA and 9 EMA here. No position for myself at this time. We've got a couple signals here that it is it's rough, but it looks like it needs to hold up above these levels. This is in limbo, guys. This is in a gap. So if I go over to our confirmation levels on APLM, you can see that it closed above its level. It's holding above its level. Needs to get up to 199 would be its next key level up here. So it's got a ways to go. If it can get up there, great. We're looking at from where it is now 56%. So I hope it does fill that gap. But I'm not too concerned as I've already locked in my profit. Yeah, right, Mackenzie? Yeah, just get that out of here. Right? I'm telling you what I think they do it on purpose. I'm not going to lie. I think they throw this stuff out here to distract you on purpose so that everyone's jumping into the shiny object when really we should be watching APLM. So if you're prepared, you have your charts marked, you know what you're doing, then luckily you can navigate through this. If you're, beginning out trading, it's going to be tough to really navigate through this low float market because there's a lot of BS out there. There's a lot of, even in the market in general, it's going to throw BS out there. So, and that's not to say that VVPR won't curl back up and close over. So I'll set a few alerts up here and I'm good to go. So now I'm prepared if we close over my key levels. And as I mentioned, guys, to save you time, I'm adding each one of these into our key level channel. So we have 3 listed today: APLM 106, ICU 130, and VVPR at 3. So if you're looking to follow along, do what I just did there, set some alerts below the level, and that's all you have to do, right? So we just sit out and wait. I think that we don't have anything that's A+. I don't think we have anything that's high quality right now. I think APLM is a low quality setup that's giving high quality results for anyone who's trading. I'm happy to be green on the day. So in out green on APLM, no position since. And this is the only stock that I've traded so far today, actually. And you guys can see this. This is the only stock that I've traded. No position for myself, no open positions, only stock traded, APLM, green on the day. Not going to give it back, that's for sure. Here's another 20 EMA fail. Let's see if it stays below that 20 EMA. It's pretty much sideways, right? We're watching this kind of sideways. It's like a giant doji, a giant indecision candle, right? We can mash all these candles up probably into like a 5-minute doji or something. Look at this. So if we go to a 5-minute or 10-minute, look at this. It's just it's indecision. It's not sure. It's got a topping tail. It's got a bottom wick. it really is undecided. It doesn't know what it wants to do, right? It doesn't know. It has no clue what it wants to do. And so we have to trade it accordingly, guys. You can't trade this as if it's bullish momentum, because it's not necessarily bullish momentum. This is really just sideways action in this gap. Nice gap, though. The strategy remains the same. If you guys are in from 102, needs to hold that 102 level. The main target would be 199. That would be a beautiful, beautiful move. But of course, I do not bank on that happening. I take my profit in the gap, hold the lotto for continuation. I stopped out of my lotto. I'm in out green. Happy to say that profit protection mode is on. Hopefully everyone else is green as well. This is Friday pre-market session. We've got, it is 9:09 a.m. Eastern time. It's, we've got, tonight I've got movie night with the kids. Not sure what to watch. We might watch, I don't know, something scary. We watched Lost Boys with the kids. So we watched that one. What did we watch last week? I forget. Been trying to knock out some of the older ones. But if you guys have any movie suggestions for tonight, Halloween spooky theme movies, we'll watch them. We watched a Goosebumps movie, or the R.L. Stein's zombie movie or something a couple weeks ago. Man, that was bad. That was so bad. That was not fun to watch at all. I was falling asleep halfway through it. Yeah, that's one of my personal favorites, Lost Boys. That's one of my personal favorites. It's not as good as it used to be. When I was younger, it was a lot different, but APLM getting a pop here. APLM getting a pop. Here we go. APLM is the only thing worth watching right now, right? We've got white candles, so it's telling us there's a lot of volume. APLM should see some pressure again between 140 and 145. 140, 145 if it gets up there. I'm not sure it will. No position for myself at this time. One trade on the day so far. That is APLM. Yeah, Karma, I think it was more so. It wasn't Goosebumps exactly, but it was R.L. Stein, the same guy that does the Goosebumps movies and books. And yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of a terrible movie. I like the Goosebumps movies themselves, though. The actual Goosebumps movies, I watched those with my youngest, and I like those. Thought they were pretty good. Batman Ninja. I'm not sure what that is. Batman Ninja. I've never heard of that, I don't think. APLM testing highs. Here we go. Testing highs on APLM. This would be a momentum type of move here. So this would be, if I were to take this, it would be a momentum scalp. Oh, Mackenzie, then my sons might have seen it. We've seen a lot of that. We're actually big into that. We're big Dragon Ball fans. So they got a new Dragon Ball coming out, Dragon Ball Z or whatever it is. I don't know what they're called. They know what it's called. I've been watching it since I was a kid, so I just call it all Dragon Ball, but I know that I sound probably old saying that. But my son, he's watched what, Yu Yu Hakusho and what's the other one? Inuyasha. I think it was Inuyasha. There's all different ones. APLM is just up, down, up, down, up, down, left, right. It's a cheat code from back in the day. We've got a cheat code here on APLM. What I'd love to see is it just blow through these resistance levels above, get through the 146, continue up further, and never look back. That'd be nice. Yeah, you know, Karma, I've never watched the Hunger Games movies. My wife has watched them multiple times. She likes them, and I believe she was mentioning that as well, that there's a new one coming out. Yeah, I've heard that. I've actually heard that. I've been meaning to watch them. We're at that point now where there's absolutely very little on TV these days, right? So we're kind of just watching. I watch a lot of old stuff. I'm one of them guys that I could watch the same old movies over and over. No Country for Old Men. That's one of my personal favorite movies of all time. I usually watch it every year on my birthday. It's that a steak dinner and a nice candlelit evening. But No Country for Old Men is one of my favorites. I've got a few that I like. I like The Godfather a lot too. 1 and 2, 3. We don't talk about 3. We don't mention that one. Tombstone. That's a good one. Yeah, Mackenzie. Yeah, Cowboys versus Aliens. Yeah, I have watched bits and pieces of that one. My son, he's my youngest son is funny. My oldest son, he's pretty good about, he'll watch anything, but my youngest son, he's 9 years old, so he's pretty adamant about telling us whether he loves or hates the movie that's on. Yeah, we can usually tell. He'll be hopping around and not paying attention. We're like, dude, chill. You need to chill out. We're trying to watch this movie. But half the time you'll see me sleeping in the recliner chair as they're watching the movie. So if it's a good one, I'll be up. If it's not so good, then I'll be snoring. And the kids will talk about how I was snoring later on. Oh, Mackenzie Willow. What a good one. That's a good one. That's a classic right there. That's a good movie. Yeah, I watched that a lot when I was younger. One of the VHS tapes that we had back in the day that used to pop in the VCR all the time. Classic VCR. Some out there may not know what we're talking about. We're kind of gabbing here about things. Oh, you know what we watched the other day? We watched Silver Bullet. I made the kids watch Silver Bullet. I'm sure some of you have seen that. Silver Bullet with good old crazy Gary Busey in that movie, but he's actually playing the town drunk and the crazy uncle, so he actually fits the role pretty well. But Silver Bullet we watched the other day. I thought that was a pretty good one with Marty when it's a werewolf movie. Don't want to give it away. Don't want to give any information out on that one if you haven't seen it. Spoilers. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I need to check that out. Zelda, I need to check that out actually. No position for myself at this time. We've got APLM is kind of sideways here, guys. It's pretty sideways. Right? Left, right, left, right, left, right. We want to go up, down, up, down, or just up, up, up would be nice. Unless you're shorting it. No position for myself at this time. No trades since APLM. Only trade I've taken so far today. Only stock that gave us confirmation today. It's worth noting that, guys. APLM is the only stock that gave us confirmation today. So if you're trading confirmation, you're trading this momentum-based strategy. The only stock that gave us our look today was APLM. So that's the only stock that I've traded. Oh, really? Yeah. Sorry, guys. VVPR. I haven't looked at that one since we marked it. Looks like it died out pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, it didn't get over the 3. If it gets over 3, I've got alert set on it. APLM getting a pop. Testing highs again. APLM. If you're looking for the volume, it's right here on APLM. It's not the prettiest of charts right now, but it's kind of confusing because we've got a different float from all different sources. It is low float. It's under 150 million, but right now, different scanners are showing different float size. APLM testing highs. No position for myself at this time. If I was looking to scale out, if it popped, I'd be looking around 140 to 145 to possibly lock in some profit and look for a continuation from there. If I was looking to watch for a possible bounce watch alert, I would be closer to the 119. I will say, guys, that I don't like setting bounce watch alerts on these cheapos. If you zoom out, you'll see that this started at 52 cents, guys. Come on, 52 cents. It's a cheapo. It's a cheapo. And if you've been trading with me for a while, I know some of you have. Some of you have been trading with me for years. I do not like cheapos. Do not like them. Do not like them. So is this a high quality setup, guys? Is this a high quality setup? No, this is not high quality. This is a risk it for the biscuit. And we have, let's see. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, though. Sometimes that's all we have, right? Sometimes that's all you have. So if we pull this up, you guys will see. What is it? Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, right? That's how we look at this. Sometimes you just have to risk it for that biscuit. I think I'll sit out for now, but I risked it for the biscuit this morning. Got a little biscuits, a little bit of gravy. We had over 10%. I would say that's some biscuits and gravy there. And if you're not hungry yet, you just stick around. We'll get you there. APLM, let's go. Slow-mo APLM. Let's go. Let's go. Hold up over that EMAs. And this is at this point, I think, exhausted. So I think that it would make sense for us actually to fall down. But that being said, it's the only stock moving in the right direction. Pull up the key levels. Guess what? It's in this wide gap. So really the theory remains the same. If it doesn't close under 102, it's still bullish to 47% up to 199. So technically speaking, it is still bullish. Do I assume that this gap will fill just because there is a gap there? No. There's a lot of factors why this stock may not fill the gap. And some of those factors are major reds, float size discrepancy. We're not sure about the float size exactly, right? It's all over the place on different scanners. We've got major reds. We've got a lot of information here, and it is a cheapo. So started under $1. So this is a cheapo. This is confirmation levels. This is key levels. This is our key level spotter here. And this is a new indicator that you guys will see here that has a ton of information on it added for all of our traders to be able to find and identify key levels on the fly. This will be adjusting on the fly. You do not have to do anything. It will do it for you. No position for myself at this time. One trade so far today, one and done. And that is on APLM. And no position for myself at this time. Sitting on my hands for the moment. I'm with you, Zelda. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't trust it at open either, but you know, it can go both ways. It could shoot up and halt within the first minute of the candle or first minute of the day at 9:31. It could fall down and halt. It could do all kinds of things. So there's nothing better than getting in, getting green, getting out here in the pre-market session, and then locking the profit and enjoying your day. Right? I think that was the goal for most of us when we first got into trading too, is to make your money, lock it in, and don't give it back. Right? So that's what I like to do. I like to be efficient with my trading and consistent, and they're not all green trades, guys. So I stick to my plan. So if it starts to go against me, I get out of the position, lock in the profit, walk away, run for the hills, and meet our team up there. Yeah, I rarely hold into open, guys. That's not how I trade. We've got about, as Mackenzie just mentioned there, we've got about 9 minutes. 9 minutes until opening bell. It is 9:21 a.m. Eastern time. And guys, I think that's it for me on this live stream on YouTube. I think I'll be shutting it down. I've gotten my profit. I'm in, I'm out, I'm green. I'm protecting profit. That's so key to me. Consistency is key. I've made my money today. I've made my money this week. I do not want to give it back. So I think I will be shutting it down on YouTube Live. If you guys are wondering what the heck kind of strategy I'm looking at and what I'm doing here, it is the confirmation strategy. So close above a key level, right, is bullish. We got a cross here, so it's even more bullish, right? A few indicators letting us know that it's good to go. And you can see that it's grinding up and moving in the right direction. So no position for myself. At this point, guys, APLM, as long as it stays over 102, it's bearish. I know it sounds crazy. Every 10 cents is a equivalent to a nice little pop there. But 102 is the key level. Close below 102, that's it. That's all she wrote. We're done. It's dead to us. It's bearish, whatever. If it closes back over 102, then it could be possibly back in play, but we'll keep in mind it has failed that level, as we can see here. So if it gets back below and back above, it failed over here once, and that's something we want to keep in mind. The gap is to 199. So if this is going to continue, 199 is that key level that we're looking at on APLM. For some reason, it looks like it's not marking the... There we go. So 199 is that key level. So if you're trading APLM and you're looking for confirmation and for it to hold up, 199 would be that level. Is this a high quality trade? No, it is not. And that's the point of this video, is to really assess these trades, assess these gaps, and assess what's going on here. Now we have the key level spotter. This is a different approach. You know, if you're looking for bounce plays, you're looking for scalps, you're looking for smaller time trades or trend trades, this is a great indicator for spotting that. If you're looking for bullish momentum, you're looking for confirmation, it's pretty simple. Close over 102 is bullish. We can get in. Scale into profit, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, right? 10 cents will equate to a profit target hit. So scale out into profit on the way up every 10 cents. Hold yourself a lotto in case you feel there's continuation, but no position for myself at this time. I'm going to lock in the profit, shut it down for the week, guys. Profit protection mode. I don't think I'll be trading the rest of the day. But if you're listening in on YouTube, you want to find more videos like this going forward, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.